Hi everyone, today we'll be taking a look at how I achieve realistic weathering and rust effects to my TankArt sculptures, which can be applied to paintings and scale models also. This particular painting is a gun shield from a 2cm flak 38 with a base coat and kill markings already applied. So taking a paintbrush with a bit of the base coat on it, just start dabbing it in different areas, keeping it quite light. The more random it is, the more realistic it looks. I like to alternate the brush with a sponge, as the sponge can cover a greater area quickly while still looking realistic. So the next step is to apply chipping to the actual base coat. I use a mixture of black and grey and just start dabbing as with the decals, but this time I go a bit heavier and I apply scratches and scrapes to it. Now I can go over those areas with a burnt umber oil paint, just creating a bit of really dark rust. At this stage, I seal the whole painting with a clear gloss. This does a couple of things. First, it protects the work I've already done, and second, I can start using oils on it now, and if I make a mistake, I can just wipe it off. So now that the clear gloss has dried and left the surface nice and smooth, I can start using oils on it. Taking a brush with a bit of the burnt umber oil paint on it, just dabbing in the areas that I put dark rust, and then I take a clean brush dipped in spirits and just move down, streaking it downwards. same technique is applied here for the rain and grime streaks. Just taking a white oil paint and a black oil paint and just alternately streaking them down just quite randomly. These ones moving across the whole painting. Alternatively, you can mix a little bit of oil paint with some spirits and then dab it at the top of the painting and letting it streak downwards. And the more mixture you use, the longer the streaks will be. Now I cover the whole painting in a matte finish to give it a realistic look. Once that's dry, it's time for the final coat of rust. I have some standard rust, white rust and black smoke pigments. And I just apply them to the rusted areas and dab them with spirits to set them in place. So the next stage is to give it some dust and dirt weathering. For this I thin down quite heavily some buff paint with some alcohol and then spray it on near the base of the painting. Then I take some earth pigments, some light earth and dark mud, and just brushing them on just to give it a really matte, dusty look. Next I'm going to dry brush some silver onto the painting, which will give it a worn and exposed metal look. So I take some silver paint and just wipe as much of it off as I can, and then just lightly brush it over some exposed areas and corners. The final stage is to give it some clumped dirt on the base of the painting. For this I use some acrylic resin along the base, and then I take some dark mud pigment and just dab that onto the resin, and it will set it in place. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and this painting is available on my Facebook page. The link will be in the description, along with other paintings and sculptures of similar nature. Let me know in the comments if this video has helped you out at all, and please subscribe. Thanks for watching.